You're watching the SCAC Player of the Week interviews. It's week one of the SCAC fall golf season, and today we're joined by the SCAC Women's Fall Golfer of the Week, Junior Kiona Hsiu of the Trinity University Tigers. And Kiona, congratulations and thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Kiona, you and the rest of your Tiger teammates open up the fall portion of the 2022-23 schedule this past week in successful fashion as the co-champions of the TLU Lady Bulldog Classic. They're at Valor Creek. Individually, you take home a runner-up finish with a two-day total of 147, just 3 over par. Just take me through your excitement to open up a new year. What impressed you most, from this team perspective and the team performance this past week?
Yeah, I think it was a decent start to the season, especially getting to play on a course that we've previously played conference on, a course that we know decently well as a team, especially since we didn't have any new freshmen this year. I don't think we played as well as we could have. Definitely, we were a little rusty from competition, first tournament back. A lot of us didn't get a ton of practice in this summer just because we had internships going on, study abroad, whatever was going on. But definitely getting back into the groove of things. I think it was an okay start. Definitely things that we can improve on for upcoming tournaments, and we're excited to get into the rest of the season. So,
Cody, you mentioned playing on a course you're familiar with. They're at Valor Creek, of course, the home of the SCAC championships for the last number of years. How does that change your approach as an athlete going to a course that you're very familiar with? I would imagine that maybe on a course where you haven't played before, you're just very dialed in, focused one shot at a time, kind of trying to figure it out as the round unfolds. Whereas at Valor, you certainly know every inch of that course and the layout. How do you approach or change your approach maybe when it comes to being at a course that you're very comfortable with and familiar with?
yeah, it was definitely a little different, especially on the practice round. Most of our top 5 have played this course a good amount. That practice round was a lot less note taking and a lot more just kind of getting reacquainted with what we already kind of knew and what we remembered. Valor is definitely a tough course, though, so it was by no means easy or anything like that, but definitely was a lot more comfortable since we already kind of knew the course. Definitely was a lot more relaxing to be playing on a course that we've seen so many times.
For you, Kiona, as a collegiate golfer, take me through what your summer looks like. How did you, come off of such a successful, freshman and sophomore campaign, now coming into your first year as an upperclassman? What does your summer look like, and how did it unfold to make sure you were as prepared as you could possibly be coming into this season?
Yeah, I think at least personally, and I had a great ending to last season. I was really happy with how it went. I still can't believe I'm an upperclassman. It has gone by so fast. But this summer I was interning, so I didn't get a lot of opportunity to practice. I didn't have the most free time. It's more like a 40-hour work week and then fitting in golf wherever I could. But definitely tried to get out as much as I could, tried to keep my swing up, just tried to play holes as much as I could. And then when I got back to school, it was definitely a lot easier to get back into practicing, consistent practice. This first tournament came up kind of fast, but I was happy with the way I played, considering I didn't get the most practice in this summer. But I'm excited for how the rest of the season goes as I get to practice and we get to kind of get more into team qualifiers and everything.
Head coach Shelby Devore now in her second full season there with the Trinity Tigers. Speak to kind of what you've noticed from Coach Devore in her second season. Obviously, last year, both the team and coach sort of feeling the situation out, getting to know each other, setting those expectations. But now in year two, do you notice a difference just in terms of kind of everybody understands what's expected? And does that maybe make things a little bit more comforting heading into the second season with Coach Devore?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a lot better of a dynamic between team and coach. Not that there wasn't one before, but I think she definitely has gotten to know us a lot better, knows where each of our strengths and weaknesses are, how we play, and how to better kind of tailor her coaching to when she sees us on the course. So it's just been getting better and better. We're so excited to have her as our coach, and we're so happy that kind of things are getting settled in, or she's getting settled in. Last year was her first year, and we had a really great year. So really just hoping to follow it up this year with something equally as good or better.
And finally, Kiona, to wrap things up, looking ahead to the rest of this fall schedule, a couple of weeks off, but between competition not returning until October 10th when you host the Alamo City Classic there at the Quarry. What did these next couple of weeks need to look like for you and the rest of your teammates just to continue to try and, build off the success from this early tournament and what will be key for this team to try and carry that momentum and make sure you're prepared and tournament ready come October 10th?
Well, it'll be a lot of practicing and qualifiers for both the Quarry and our Golf Week tournament right after that, because they're back to back. So we'll be qualifying for top 5 for both tournaments. And definitely just whatever weaknesses were identified from this past tournament, anything that each of us thinks that we can work on will definitely, hopefully, be improved in these next upcoming few weeks. Just getting ready to play the Quarry. It's exciting that we'll get to be playing at our home course, a course that we know decently well. We're hoping for a good tournament in the next few weeks. So.
A native of Missouri City, Texas, in this week's SCAC Women's Golfer of the Week for Week 1 of the Fall 2022 season, Junior Kiona Hsiu of the Trinity University Tigers. Kiona, again, congratulations on your honor and best of luck as you continue to move forward throughout your junior season.
Thank you.